Outside the bumper, he tries another one. This one's in the corner, just can't connect with it. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Oh my goodness!
Still no points from behind the three-point line, but it's great to see Ronnie Glasgow Jr. back.
Yeah, no doubt. Great guy, good teammate.
Oh, Thomas Edwards on the baseline.
As we get into the fourth quarter later, but
he's been the go-to guy offensively for them.
Thomas Edwards goes in and throws it down off a seal-off.
So what did he do? He looked them off, fired the ball to the corner.
Well, Allison going for the mid-range, front eye, can't get it. Thomas Edwards goes in with the second Johnson. From the reaction from Johnson, I was thinking, is a push in the back going to be cool? But
It's the battle of the defensive rebounds when these two teams met. Which one can take control, keep a team to one shot? Oh, nice move, and jammed in by Thomas Edwards.
Okay, Thomas Edwards.
Coach Studel draws up. The defense, Zane, to your point, has been very solid for Bristol. That ball swatted away. And now Bristol is just putting on a clinic.
2 seconds now. Down the middle, last shot. Almost got it. The follow-up by Thomas Edwards. Caledonia had the last donut, but nobody called box out.
Really enjoying them on the offensive, Josh. They're really executing, making sure they hit good screens.
Well, another deep three, and again, contested three-pointer. That one's good there. Not a big margin, Azania, but, you know, they're really going to have to work for it here. Tries to dish off, good passing. Three in the corner's up, and it's good. But welcome back to the British Basketball League.
He scored pretty much back-to-back buckets for Plymouth, well needed.
Well, another uncontested three-pointer, but an offensive rebound. Baseline goes up, and again, doesn't get the open look, but the follow-up. Well, again, I think you heard what I said there. What a rejection there by the big man. Now he has a mismatch. Got it by Johnson, but they're going to go to Thomas Edwards for three. Oh, man, he counts it. 4-point lead now to the Flyers. Their biggest lead of the game so far.
Nearly 9 rebounds a game, and he is rock solid. Nice handwork there, taken away, given right back to the Flyers. Wide open three in the corner. Boom! And the fans love that kind of action. Beautiful give and go inside, and Connor Morgan finishes it. Coming right back, Bristol. You said this earlier, Azania. Nice answer. Around the horn they go, looking for a better shot here with Tevin Olison, the birthday boy, kicking out on the wing. Thought about the three, into the inside, and gets it to fall.
Olison. Round comes to Thomas Edwards, looking for room along the baseline and finding it for two. Lucas fires up short, and the tip almost goes in twice. Thomas Edwards under there does clean it up. Wow. And he misses the mark, but it's tipped home. Soft as you'd like. Watch his college highlights, it's full of that. Here's Smith for three. Off the iron, again Bristol on the offensive glass, and Thomas Edwards forcing it home through the contact. Bonus free throw coming. Vincent has it. Forward to Thomas, he loses the ball. And can't quite convert. Another offensive rebound. Thomas forces it.
Now the offense.
Thomas Edwards driving to the rim and just had enough to get that in. Doesn't go. That'll probably be it. They'll dribble it out now, Leicester. Here's Thomas Edwards delaying what will probably be the final score. Leicester would.
Both teams forcing each other into tough shots.
Well, Thomas Edwards wide open in the corner, takes a three, and the first triple of the game goes to the Flyers. For the Sheffield Sharks team.
Swiss Army knife. He does it all. I think you could probably even put him at the one if Coach Lyons really wanted to, but he really just does everything and find a way to get it to go in.
That's now the 7th three-point field goal of the game here for the Sharks. Thomas Edwards looking to respond as he regains the lead for the Flyers. Smith finding Thomas Edwards, going back to the left hand, a bit of contact, no foul called there. Gets his own rebounds. And again, second chances, and there you can see the response of Raphell Thomas Edwards. Roaring. Thomas Edwards now down the lane, draws a blocking foul against Bennett Cook. The question is, should that count here?
Knows how to get it done.
And he's often a player that they go to late in the game. He can make big shots. It's Thomas Edwards, the captain. 12 unanswered points for the Flyers. And here is their captain to make it.
Who else? He's a mismatch nightmare, and he is making Bristol feel that.
Goes in, count it, gets the and one.
If you missed the starting fives, no Keddy Johnson, no Raphell Graham-Bell this evening. They're big misses as Green gets inside, blocked away by Rideau, but cleaned up by Thomas Edwards. Match made for him as Green sets the screen. Skipped across. Thomas Edwards sits into his shot and knocks it down.
And you can tell what Coach Kapoulas talked about at halftime. Defensive pressure, defensive aggression. And that's what Bristol has done so far.
Thomas Edwards, and a nice finish for Thomas Edwards. See that hand there, Rob? Just move the defenders. Ollison. Thomas Edwards sits into his shot, but a strong attack to the basket, off the glass and in.
Going to push this one. We'll go for 3 in transition. It's a quick one, and that's not the style you want to play, but offensive rebounds. That's how you do want to compete here against the Lions. Second chance points.
And the two Morgans, as we saw, combining as well.
26-point deficit. Well, pulling his way to the basket. Another very disappointing defeat. I mean, it all collapsed them in the third quarter against the Lions. Nice penetration by Raphell Thomas Edwards, getting the first field goal for the Flyers. Flyers looking to push. They have a wide open shooter in the corner. Raphell Thomas Edwards, but no problem. Sinking it from 10 feet. Flyers have numbers. Thomas Edwards, wide open, 3 is up, and again it's good. Bristol coming out like a house on fire.
And then it's real pretty as it comes off of his hand. Lovely rotation.
Nice transition play. You got to appreciate how quickly the Flyers
Ability to get to the rim. And here he is with handles as well.
Well, nice backdoor play. Raphell Thomas Edwards.
Now he's come out of retirement and is just learning more than on the court to the game.
Here he is in the corner, opposite side. Knockdown, triple, click, click, bang. Looking inside to Hunt. Brad Green says no.
Huge block. Stands his ground.
Raphell Thomas Edwards, a big 3 from the captain.
Here's Jacob again. This time looking for Thomas Edwards. Here is backing down Lewis. Thomas Edwards puts it up and in. Harris. Screen comes from Lee. Harris looking to dive inside. Blocked by Raphell Thomas Edwards.
Just knocked it down without any hesitation, but he's got to box Brad Green out when he's got that assignment.
Well, Thomas Edwards trying to isolate, using that. Well, can this man keep them alive? Jacob penetrates, goes in around the defense. Another offensive board here by Thomas Edwards. And again, big Raphell keeping this team alive.
I think it's going to be interesting to see the rotation with Jovic out as well. You know, where they go, who's going to come in and play those minutes. Carl Jimenez was brilliant for them last season. So,
got the steal on one end and finished on the other.
Well, Graham Bell kind of throwing that one up off balance, but Raphell Thomas Edwards cleaning up the glass.
It's like both teams are open to any kind of offense right now. Right now, no one can find the range. Nice putback shot there by Raphell Thomas Edwards. He is such a tough matchup because he can put the ball on the court. Not afraid to drive it. Friendly bouncing out there. Beautiful putback by Raphell Thomas Edwards.
You know, they went out in the offseason, recruited hard, but I like their bench with Josh Ward-Hibbett, with Austin coming back.
Beautiful drive on the lane.
They're doing such a good job driving and sucking in Bristol's defense into the paint, and they can kick out for those wide open threes.
Thomas Edwards goes to work, doesn't get the friendly bounce, but the nice putback there. On the wing, on the dump off, beautifully done. Right place, right time, Raphell Thomas Edwards. Newcastle raised out to a 7-point lead in the first period, but back came the Bristol Flyers, and has been Flyers tenacity throughout this game. That one thrown away.
Raphell Thomas Edwards just dribbling into trouble. Now going for the mismatch, bumping in the lane, goes up. That's a tough play.
Last couple of games, but tonight it's been tough from the outset.
Jackson looking to isolate, goes in around the defense, can't finish it. Followed by Raphell Thomas Edwards. Almost been looking to make that trip up to Birmingham for the final at the end of the month.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a wonderful event with the women's final as well on the Sunday, but it's great to have games on that Saturday, the 2 semi-finals back-to-back.
Finds Austin Lawton the wraparound, can't finish it, no foul calls. Now we're under a minute to go here. Giants 1 field goal from getting to the century mark. Thomas Edwards getting the offensive board.
Just a little short on that one as well. Thomas Edwards in transition is fouled, and this time it will be a 3-point play. Raph Thomas Edwards taking the contact. Well, that's what they missed in the first half with him sat on the bench, isn't it, Thomas Edwards? At the British Basketball League website. Here's Thomas Edwards for 3, and he knocks it down, and the perfect start to the 4th quarter.
The Storm, excuse me.
Ooh, bar of soap there out of Police's hands. And that might be it.
Only a matter of time before Skylar White joined the party and hit a 3.
Raph Thomas Edwards sneaking along the baseline. Johnson coming off the screen action. Raph Thomas Edwards lets the 3 go, and he'll make that one.
Leading by example there, knocking down that 3.
Huge triple. As now Lucas, he's on the prowl, gets the steal, bounce pass. Thomas Edwards!
Here we go now. Trying to isolate, kicks out. Edwards pump fakes, pulls up from 15, giving Bristol a 1-point lead as we head into the 2nd quarter. And now the Flyers can retake the lead. 5:03 to go in the 2nd quarter. Thomas Edwards will fire from no man's end. Both teams exchanging 3-point field goals. 7 here on the shot clock. Jameson got it by Bradley. Steal is wide open. Now Mohammed's got to take a tough one. Gets his own rebound, and he gets rejected.
That's a true professional right there.
Again, a bit of a bully basket by Raphell Thomas Edwards.
Here is Lucas. Samuels. Thomas Edwards is there to clean up.
As well, do you know what I mean? They're running out and they're not controlling their body and also fouling.
Then, of course, the guards playing with the defense as Thomas Edwards gets up a triple of his own. Guards play with the defense, head fake, triple, and it's rebounded by Thomas Edwards. He made like 11 in a row, and then he was only a few points off Matthew Morgan had he had started a bit stronger. Johnson. Lucas driving baseline. Aaron Rye gets his foot there. Raph Thomas Edwards for 3. The captain, nothing but net.
Into this 2nd half here.
Rideau gets his own rebound to Quincy. Blocked away by Raph Thomas Edwards. That's great. Leslie Smith both of those, but Raph Thomas Edwards makes the 2 points count. I've got the stat of the night for you so far. Dan Routledge was listening to our commentary and said about Skylar White not making 3s.
Campaign came to an end, so now it's about finding that rhythm ahead of the playoffs, assuming they book it in, and there's their captain in off the glass.
Yeah, and they have been.
That one's turned over. Oh, Ura stepping his way to the rim, but off the back iron from Ollison, but there's the captain to throw it back in for 2. Well, it's also the 4th foul, so it's not... Oh, there's another, not a great inbound pass, but they somehow get it underneath to Thomas Edwards for 2.
He reminds me of and one. Reminds me of an and one style of basketball. 3s, ankle breakers, good take.
Well, that's not and one, that's a traditional...
And Newcastle, they just don't want to allow them to stay too close.
Well, Thomas Edwards in the right place at the right time to catch the air ball. Lucas gets into 10 feet. Green trying to keep it alive. Falls down to Thomas Edwards, and he forces home another score. 9. Thomas Edwards looking for room along the baseline. There really isn't any there. It's come back to him, and somehow he squeezed it in.
Wow, I don't know.
Jacob trying to drop it off. No room, but enough room for Thomas Edwards. One more win on the board before it all finishes. It doesn't look like it's going to be tonight, though, as well.
This is a guy that used to be a guard who hit a growth spurt in high school, so he has guard-like skills, guard-like timing that you just saw there.
Nice post up by Thomas Edwards. And Dominic Reed's on the bench at the Bowman for the Gladiators. Well, here comes Ollison. Gets caught in a double team. Thomas Edwards from no man's land fires nothing but net. I mean,
the issue there is he stopped running. If he would have kept going, the ball would have fell in his lap there.
Smith finding Thomas Edwards goes in. Too big, too strong. Stand on their 1-point lead under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Smith goes bounce pass. Thomas Edwards pump fakes. That's way too easy. Well, he knew Bowman was coming.
Which is so crucial. You can steal one on the road and go back home.
Thomas Edwards inside. Well, the interesting thing is you wouldn't say that Leicester or Newcastle were renowned for their defense.
Bristol right now, Dan, just need to lock in. They need to get something easy.
Need to get something. Here's Thomas Edwards for 3. They needed that.
He's so smart. The transfer from Division 1 to the British Basketball League hasn't been as hard for him.
Raphell Thomas Edwards, and again, you mentioned the higher counted second chance points could be the difference. Chagwell's made 2. That guy now. They need numbers ahead. They don't quite have it. Ollison, this one's wide open. The nice follow by Thomas Edwards, and again, second chance points. Kyler, I'll reiterate what you said. If they don't be booking any air miles at the moment, because the Phoenix, the way it's going, semifinals could very well be a reality as Raphell Thomas Edwards getting the layup to drop, and that cuts it down to 13.